Hey guys, welcome back to Xposed Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about a module that helps you customize your experience using Hangouts. Let's check it out. First thing we're going to do is download and install the actual module directly from the Xposed installer. Go to modules, or the download I guess, and look for XHangout. The current version is 1.4 DFE, and I'm sure you guys will find that. You need to check the box, restart the device, and go ahead and get into the actual application itself once you restart, and still turn it on from here. By default, it's actually not turned on. The beauty of this is that you're able to apply settings, change them without restarting the entire device. The only requirement is that you need to restart the Hangout application every time you change a setting. By default, the high quality resizing is turned on. Orientation correction is also installed as well, and by default it's set to auto, but you can actually set it if you know exactly what you're normally usually take pictures with. So if you change it and you normally take a picture that's sideways and you want to always go 90 degrees, 180, 270, it will do that for you. I left it on auto. Resize dimensions, as far as dimension itself, is set to 640 by 640, and you can actually manipulate that value, and it explains to you when sending an MMS message. The other thing that you want to make sure here is that you also have the ability of changing the quality of the compression. It has the two formats that it supports, JPEG and PNG, but JPEG is by default, I think, the smaller of the two sizes, so your best bet is to stay there. Also, it comes usually set at about 57 to 60% set, gives you a preview what the image would look like, as well as the size of the image. Of course, we can go to full size on the image, no compression, and it'll give us the ability to go much higher size, much higher fidelity, but you can definitely make better if you compress the images themselves and get a better quality picture. Actually, you almost would not even notice it around the 60% roughly. It's pretty good actually. And we have a little quote from the developer. Next, we also have the ability to changing the behavior of the enter key on your keyboard. By default, it's set to be the emoji selector, and that's just how we normally use it. But if you always find yourself wanting to add an extra line, as opposed to necessarily adding an emoji, this helps you a lot, because then you can just hit enter and it'll go. Of course, send can be also set as opposed to the arrow on the top part of the screen. I left it as new align, but we can just go ahead and say send, and that'll be a nice little feature for us. Last but not least, gives us the ability to see the version of XHangout installed corresponding to the version of Hangout that you have installed on your device, and the debug mode in case you have any problems. Main benefit of this, of course, is we're going to go ahead and close and make sure all of our applications are closed on our device so that we're not actually interacting with it. I'll go open a Hangout, and these are just a couple of messages I've sent in the past. Since I'm not connected to the network, it's giving us that error, but overall you'll get that. And if you notice that the actual message here is different than what you normally see on your keyboard, at this point it just sends the message. And then all I have here is an attachment. It's no longer that. If I type, I have it there, and I can also hit send, and it'll actually add it in here, and it says sending. So very nice customization, light, very simple module that works with Hangout. The module is pretty simple. Install it, check the box, restart the device as usual, and make sure you turn it on. The main benefit of this module is that anytime you change things within it, you need to just restart the Hangout application and not the entire device. And the other thing you want to make sure is that this actually gives you a configuration or a preview of what the compression rate will do to your images. So you don't necessarily have to keep playing with it, sending text messages 7,000 times. Also gives you the ability of customizing the enter key, which by far is actually very functional, because if you think about it, if you don't use emojis all the time, it's something that will actually probably drive you crazy, because every time you hit it, it opens up to your emojis tab, as opposed to just saying send, or even hitting the next line if you just want to write short messages on top of each other and you're trying to customize it. So check it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below the video. I'll give you a link, of course, in the description to be able to download this module. As usual, like and subscribe to this channel, like and subscribe to my channel. And just as a heads up, keep an eye out. We're going to have a lot of videos coming out from the Big Android Barbecue 2014, and we're just working on some of those videos for you guys. Thank you very much.